let me give you a little overview of this cabinet. I got this from Wayfair, I believe. I keep thinking it was somewhere around $150. Our house does not have a broom closet or utility closet. It has a coat closet on the first floor, and it has this closet right here, which goes under the stairs. But just inside the door is the hatch that goes down to the crawl space. So you can't put a whole lot in it. The only stuff you have room for is what is like underneath the landing. So it's kind of low in there. In order to put you couldn't put vacuums and brooms in here. I used to put them in there, but every time we had to get into the crawl space, we had to move everything out and then lift the crawl space hatch to get down in there. So it was a bit of a nuisance. So the only things I keep in here are my loom and my spinning wheel, and I can push them all the way to the back where the ceiling part drops down. It's kind of beyond the hatch. And the broom, or the coat closet is that door goes to our garage. That's our coat closet, but it's not a big coat closet, as you can see. So there's room for coats, but that's about it. And that's a bathroom right there. So yeah, very tiny little coat closet. So I'll show you how I've got this set up. This was meant to be a wardrobe. So you can see it has these little hooks right here. There's one over on the other side over here. There is a bar that goes across there where you could hang clothes. We don't use it for that. Right now, the top shelf, this is cleaning rags. This is just general junk that's stuffed into a box. This is extra cleaning stuff. It's like my overstock. And then broom on the door here. I have a hook with my dustpan and a long duster. So I've got a broom, and I have a grabby thing because I'm short. One of these to reach up and grab stuff. And then we have our vacuum, and I'm actually going to move this vacuum. There's nothing wrong with it other than it needs the belt replaced, but we haven't replaced it and we don't tend to use this vacuum. We have a smaller one, so I might move this one someplace else since it's not being used. Then I have a steamer right here. I don't use that as much as I thought I would. I mean, it's a handheld steamer. Yeah, I don't know why, I just never use it that much. And then I have a dry mop and a wet mop. And there's a scrub brush. The black pole here is a scrub brush with a handle attached, so you don't have to bend over. And then this is accessories that go to the vacuum. So that's what's in that cabinet. Then this side opens up, and it has like a whole bunch of shelves. So we'll start at the bottom, because this is where I keep, that's a sewing machine attachment. This is my basket that holds all my knitting needles and crochet hooks. And then I've got my candles, which I never burn. I'm always afraid that I'm going to forget them and catch the house on fire. So I have all these candles, and I very, very rarely ever burn them. And then over here, this is like mailing supplies. So these are extra envelopes, you know, the big mailers like I use for giveaways. And then we have stamps, and I have some extra cards. I have labeled them, and they actually do contain what's there. But yeah, I keep extra stamps and like packing tape, stuff like that in there. And then this is my cleaning caddy and my cleaning supplies. You can see it's stuffed. That's why I had the other ones in that overflow. And then up here is computer paper, notepads. This is a candle that just would not fit down below. This is extra paper. You know how you get them in the mail, they want you to donate money, and so they send you little pads of paper and stuff. That's what's in here. And then this is papers for taxes. And then this, when we cleaned out my parents' house, I found this whole bunch of legal sized notepads, so we have those on hand for when we need them. So that is what's in the cabinet. Like I said, I'm not doing a whole lot to it. It just needs a little tweaking and yeah, just a little straightening up. So let's get to it. So I did reorganize this cabinet. I didn't change a whole lot, but I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I did and why I kept some things the same and why I changed a couple of things. So the top I just straightened out, and in the process of straightening out I found out I had 2 ink cartridges that I had no idea that I had. So that was a very pleasant surprise. So I have black and colored, which is good. So yeah, there are benefits to cleaning things out. So this I didn't do a whole lot other than move the candle. Here I cleaned this out because it was kind of messy and washed it out. And then these are overflow that they're too tall to fit where I keep the rest of the overflow, which I'll show you in a minute. This I just kind of straightened up. I made sure that all the packing envelopes are here and here. And then this is strictly cards. I buy these in bulk, like from a Christian store that has anniversary and birthday cards and get well cards with Bible verses on them. And then of course our stamps. I need to restock. These are both anniversary. I do have a couple down here. This is just regular envelopes, Christmas cards. These are, let's see, birthday cards back in the back here. So I keep them on hand because we do cards for each other's birthdays at church, and I like to have them on hand to send if I need to get well cards and things. And then I got the candle situation straightened out, and I put this is on a plastic thing so I can roll it out easier. And then that's overflow of the candles because I have a lot of candles, I just barely ever burn them. And down here, that's my knitting needles and crochet hook and my yarn swift, and this piece here is just an addition for quilting on my sewing machine. So up here, I kept the rag container the same. This is my cleaning rags. This I'll lift like this, and you can see I've got like, these are extra screws and like right there. Those are like extra bits and pieces, like extra door handles and things that came with some of like our cabinets and stuff. And so all of the extra parts are there. And then I have some additional small cleaning supplies. The little oil plug-ins are in here. And then over here is my main overflow of cleaning supplies. Yeah, carpet shampoo and stuff like that. The other 2 that are in that other cabinet are just too tall. They don't fit right here. And then down here, this I did not change at all. That's just still got my dust pan and the cobweb sweeper. I reversed the order of how I had these because of this. This is just my embroidery floss, but I don't really have any place to put it. I would love to be able to use all of this space across, but as you can see, the mop handles are too tall otherwise. So I did reverse this a little bit because before my mops were over here and I had problems getting them out because this was in the way. So I moved it over and put the mops here. And I have a vinyl placemat. You can see it underneath the mops and the steamer. That's just because this cabinet is just particle board, and if it gets damp, it's going to start bubbling up, and knowing that the mop heads and things can be damp at times, I just put a vinyl, you can see it a little closer in there. I just put a vinyl placemat in there to hold that so it keeps the floor okay. And then I did not end up putting this vacuum in the closet the way I had planned on. I was originally going to put it in our coat closet, but it just, the base of it takes up so much more space than the little one that we've been using. So for right now it's living here, but it might eventually find another home. Because like I said, we're using a smaller one. Most of our floors in our house are this laminate, and the bathrooms and the kitchen are vinyl linoleum. It's only the bedrooms here, and that's the stairs that go up to the bedrooms upstairs. Those are the only things that are carpeted in the house. And I don't vacuum upstairs all the time because we don't go up there all that often, so it gets vacuumed once in a while. Now the bedroom gets vacuumed regularly, but yeah, so the little one actually works good on these floors. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this vacuum. It just needs another belt. And we just have been lazy about replacing that because we have another one that's been running. So anyway, that's what I did there is I reversed those, and that's still the vacuum cleaner attachments. Nothing else has changed. So this was not a real hugely exciting change for the cleaning and organizing. But it's one more step to get things done. And I'm almost caught up. Next week's video is going to be how I organize my jewelry. I do not use a jewelry box, but I use something you can find in pretty much any discount store, and I've used it for years and I love it. So next week I will show you how I organize, and have organized for quite a few years, my jewelry. So thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody.